All right, hallelujah, shalom, shalom. So we just went over some basic vocabulary words and the plurals. And before that, we went over pronouns. So now let's go over possessive nouns. How you say my house, how you say my book, how you say, how you know. So we'll start again with them same examples we used in the last video. Bait, one of the most popular Hebrew words. Bait. Bethel, Bethel. You might hear of Bethel, Bethel, the house of El. El means power or God. Bethel, Beth, house. So let's get the chart from the other video and let's put these two together. So we went over in the other video, the pronoun for I is ani. It is in the E, ani. Whether you go with the the ani, the based pronouns, or the O based pronouns, oti, both end in the E, oti, ani, oti. So if you want to say my house, once again, we established also that ani and oti is I and me. There is no I and there is no one word for me. It's the same. Ani and oti, I and me. Both of them are I and both of them are me. So if you want to say my house, beti, you would say beti. Once again, it's keeping the sound, it's keeping that pattern. Beti, beti, babeti, in my house. Beti, my house. My house. Beti. Once again, we combine bait. Hebrew is all about building. That's hit kosuwa going on the south. Gather thyself together. Yeah, gather the nation that desires. It's all about building. The scripture talk about we lively stones, being built unto a spiritual house. So once again, like I said, the language reflects the scripture because it's all the word, The Most High spoke his word to the prophets and they wrote it down. It's all one. So it's about building, and that's how Hebrew language is. Like in English, my house is two different words, but in Hebrew it's one word. In Hebrew, you can have one word be 5 words in English. One word could be a whole sentence. It's all about building and coming together in unity in Hebrew, and for us Hebrews. So once again, the pattern is oti. Once again, when I means the e at the end, oti, or ani or oti. So house, my house, beti. Look at the other example we use. Beged, for garment. Beged is garment. Once again, this is a dalit. Beged. Forgive me if that didn't look good. Beged is garment. Beged is garment. Okay, so you want to say my garment. You want to say, give me my feast day garment. Begedi. Or the big D. Once again, this is kind of, I think it's really big D. Big D is popular. Big D. Big D, my garment. Big D, yes, big D, my garment. I think maybe words that have the dagesh, which is the dot in the middle of the letter. When you say plural or possessive, will change to big D. Instead of big D, big D. Big D, big D, my garment. Big D. I have to check that again to make sure that's correct, but I believe it's, big D. Big D. My garment. Sefer. Seferi, my book. Other example we used was Sefer for the book. Sefer. 1 second. Sefer. Okay, get this back in focus. Sefer. 1 second, excuse me. Trying to get the camera back in focus. Okay, Sefer was the other example we did. Sefer. Let me write that over again. Sefer. Once again, this is book. Sefer. Samek. Pe. Resh. We established that when you have a dot in the middle of the P, it's P, it's the P sound, but if no dot, no dagesh, it's the F. So Sefer, it's Sefer. That's how you say book, Sefer. Book, but if you want to say my book, Sefri. Sefri. Sifri. Sifri. Like Big D, Beged is one, but Big D is my garment. Beged is his garment, but Big D is my garment. Sefer is book, but Sifri is my book. My book, Sifri. My book, Sifri. Okay, Sifri. Sifri. Okay. Now let's go on. If you got more than one house, if you have more than one garment, if you have more than one book, it's gonna do a ah at the end. It will be I. It will be I. So you would have, instead of Beti for my house, one house, Beti is just one house. My one house, Beti. If you say you have multiple houses, you want to say I have multiple houses, Betai. Betai. I'm gonna fix my pen again, excuse me. Fix my pen. Okay, you have multiple houses. Once again, play these videos over and slowly, over again, and let me know if there's any confusion, but just trying to get as much out as possible while it's day. So if you got multiple houses, it's betai. 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 I actually need it's because there's no anything after the yod. Once again, this is how you really go. Be. T, the B, the B, and this is the A, the tere, B. Then you go back up. You gotta go like this when you read it. B, T, the B, the B. And this represents there's no sound after that. It's just B, no sound. Then you go back here. T, hirekyo, T, B, one, my house, I'm like one. Betai is house is, my house is. My house is. Betai, my house is. My garments, big die. Big die. Big die. Big die. Big die. Big die. My garments, big die, and a big die. These are my garments. Okay. And books, these are my books. L.A. Sifrai. Book Sifrai. My book Sifrai. Sifrai. My book Sifrai. My books. My book Sifrai. So once again, we'll say it again. If you just got one house, you say Beti, my house. Beti, my house. Beti, Beti. From Beit, the root Beit, Beti, my house. You got garment. Garment is Beged. My garment, Big D. Garment, Beged. My garment, Big D. My book is Sefer. Book is Sefer. Book is Sefer. Write that better. Sefer. Sefer. My book, Sifri. Sifri. My house is Betai. Betai. My house is Betai. My house, Beti. Beti. The Hirek Yo, the E. Once again, pay attention to the Nikus because that's going to change the whole meaning of the word. If you just say Beti, that's one house. But if you say Betai, that's two houses of my houses. Beti is my house. Betai, my houses. Betai, 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 my houses. With the kamas underneath the thou. Betai. Big die, my garments. Sifrai, my books. Let's do first person. This is proper grammar terminology. First person, possessive nouns. Possessive, possessive noun. You can see proper grammar, I haven't written stuff like this in a minute. First person possessive nouns. Possessive nouns. If you just have, let's write if one of that said noun this is the ending, or this is the suffix. This is the suffix. So whatever the last letter, you know, most Hebrew words is the 3 letters, and whatever is the last letter, you put a hirek under it and a yod. You know, I'm just writing this down, the format after I gave the examples. You know, we said beti, sifri, big D, beti, sifri, big D. So I'm just writing it down so we have a, you know, something to look at. You know, like that. Sometimes you might see it with sifri or you might see sifri. You know, so that's why there's nothing here, but it's always gonna have the hirek yod e. Okay, now we got if 2 or more. And once again, first person means I. You know, first person is I or me. If 2 or more first person possessive nouns